Welcome to a journey into the darkness, where witchcraft and vampiric power intertwine. In this video, we unveil the mysterious legacy of the Shadow-borne sisters, witches sworn to the ancient vampire kingdom by blood, destiny, and forbidden spells. Discover their hidden origins, the rituals that bind them, and the dangerous alliances that shape their twilight realm. From moonlit forests to crimson thrones, we explore a world where magic, loyalty, and shadow collide. Prepare yourself, Seeker. Tonight, secrets awaken, and the Shadow-borne sisters rise, waiting for you to witness now. Shadow-borne sisters, witches of the vampire kingdom. In the hidden corners of the vampire kingdom, where moonlight rarely touches the soil and shadows speak with their own quiet hunger, there exists a coven unlike any other. They are feared, revered, and whispered about across nocturnal courts and blood-drenched battlements. They are the Shadow-borne sisters, witches bound to darkness not by corruption, but by choice, lineage, and destiny. Their story is one of power carved from secrecy, magic honed through sacrifice, and alliances woven in a land where even the night bows to ancient rulers. Shadow-borne sisters, witches of the vampire kingdom, explores the enigmatic lives, histories, rituals, and supernatural craftsmanship of this hidden coven, descending deep into the occult foundations that define their existence. To explain them is to explain an entire kingdom's balance, for without the sisters, the power structure of the vampire realm would collapse into chaos. This narrative serves both as a written lore piece and as an explanatory exploration of their mythology, crafting a complete picture of their role as witches in a land ruled by immortals. Origins of the Shadow-borne lineage. Long before vampires claimed dominion over the northern lands, the mountains and forests there belonged to ancient witch clans who mastered forms of magic tied to shadow, bone, and blood. These witches were not enemies of the night, they were its sculptors. Their magic did not fear darkness, for they understood its language intimately. The Shadow-borne lineage began when Lysandra Nightweaver, a high priestess of the Umbral Coven, forged a pact with the first vampire king, Valor the Undying. Unlike the common belief that vampires despise witches, Valor knew the truth. Witchcraft was the only force capable of taming the wild energies that erupted during the Blood Eclipse, a celestial event that threatened to rip the kingdom apart. Lysandra alone stabilized the ritual that allowed Valor to survive the eclipse's chaotic magic. In return, the Vampire King granted the Umbral witches protection, land, and the right to remain sovereign within his kingdom. From this pact, the Shadow-borne sisters emerged, witches who lived at the crossroads of shadow sorcery and vampiric influence. Their magic deepened, their rituals expanded, and their destiny intertwined forever with immortal rulers. 2. Nature of their magic. The Shadow-borne craft. The magic of the Shadow-borne sisters is not elemental, celestial, or herbal. It is umbral, meaning it depends on the manipulation of darkness as a living force. Shadows in their world are not simple absences of light. They are extensions of ancient energies, capable of carrying memory, will, and even pain. 1. Shadow binding. One of their most sacred arts. Shadow binding allows a witch to tether her essence to the shadows of living beings. Through this bond, she can sense danger approaching, read hidden truths, strengthen or weaken another's aura, alter emotional states, tap into memories lodged within the unconscious. Vampires, whose essence is closely tied to the night, are especially susceptible to shadow binding, one of the reasons the Vampire King sought alliance instead of war. 2. Blood weaving. Though witches do not require blood to survive, they use it as a conduit for powerful rituals. Blood weaving involves crafting protection sigils, creating wards that repel hunters, enchanting weapons, forging bonds between coven members. A Shadow-borne sister trained in blood weaving can read a person's lineage, curses, and spiritual wounds simply by running their fingers through a drop of blood. 3. Veil stepping. The veil is the thin plane between the physical world and the shadow realm. Veil stepping allows witches to travel short distances instantly, conceal themselves from sight, slip through locked spaces, Communicate with spirits dwelling in darkness. Only fully initiated sisters can veil step without losing parts of themselves to the void. 4. Umbral rites. These rites honor ancient shadow spirits who grant boons to the coven. Nixa, the whisper between worlds, grants visions. Throven, keeper of lost names, preserves memory. Erelin, the consumed, offers power in exchange for sacrifice. The coven's relationship with these entities shapes their magic and their fate. 3. Structure of the Shadow-born Sisterhood. The sisterhood is organized into tiers, each with its own privileges and responsibilities. 1. Shadow novices. Young girls born with the umbral mark, often identified by the swirling shadow pattern on their wrist, are taken under the sisters' protection. Novices learn basic incantations, potion crafting, control over emotional energy, shadow sensitivity. They are not allowed near the veil until proven mentally strong. 2. Nightbound adepts. After their first veil rite, novices become adepts. They learn combat magic, advanced rituals, shadow binding, ward weaving. A vampire guardian is often assigned to each adept for protection and partnership training. 3. Veil witches. Fully initiated witches capable of veil stepping and shadow manipulation at high levels. They handle negotiation with vampiric houses, defense of the coven grounds, healing and ritual work. 4. High Sisters. Only 7 High Sisters exist at any time. They oversee blood rites, coven policy, magical law, protection of secrets, diplomacy with the vampire court. 5. The Shadow Matriarch. The leader of the coven, chosen through divine omen and shadow trials. The matriarch speaks for the spirits and holds equal influence to the vampire king. 4. The bond between witches and vampires. The relationship between the two groups is complex, neither simple alliance nor forced servitude. It is a cycle of necessity, tension, and mutual benefit. Why vampires need the sisters. Shadow stabilization. Vampires draw power from the night. Without witches to regulate shadow currents, their energy becomes unstable, leading to madness or blood frenzy. Blood eclipse survival. During eclipses, vampires undergo surges of chaotic energy. Only the sisters' rites keep the kingdom safe. Protection against witch hunters. Vampire soldiers can destroy enemies physically, but witches provide the magical defenses that shield the kingdom's borders. Why the sisters need vampires. Guardianship. Many rival covens seek to destroy the Shadowborn for their unique power. Vampires act as their sworn protectors. Shared territory. The witches' ancestral land now overlaps with vampiric territories. Coexistence ensures mutual survival. Blood as an arcane catalyst. Vampire blood contains ancient, potent energy that enhances blood weaving when offered willingly. V. The Shadowborn Sanctuary. The coven resides in a fortress temple known as Umbra Keep, located in the Hollow Dark Valley. Its architecture defies natural logic. Corridors shift based on moon phases, shadows move with intention, and spirits whisper through the walls. Key sites include 1. The Veilspire Hall, a towering chamber where novices first touch the veil. Its floor is carved with runes that glow only during rituals. 2. The Bloodstone Gate, a warded entrance sealed with layered enchantments. Only the Shadow Matriarch and High Sisters can fully open it. 3. The Crescent Library, contains tomes of forbidden lore, relic histories, maps of the Shadow Realm, and the recorded contracts between witches and vampire rulers. 4. The Sanctum of Echoes, where past matriarchs' spirits reside in shadow form, offering guidance or warnings. Umbra Keep is alive. Its walls pulse with shadow magic, listening to every whisper and responding to the sisterhood's emotional state. 6. The Eternal Conflict, witch hunters and rogue broods. No kingdom remains peaceful forever. The Shadowborn sisters and the vampire court share several enemies. 1. The Sanctified Blades, a militant order of witch hunters who believe shadow magic is a corruption needing eradication. They wield enchanted steel capable of severing magical bonds. 2. The Ferals, Vampires who rejected the Coven Vampire Pact, living in chaotic, blood-driven broods outside the kingdom. Their instability threatens both groups. 3. The Bone Eaters, ancient spirits that escaped the Shadow Realm long ago, hungry for witches' souls and vampire essence alike. The sisters stand at the kingdom's front lines, negotiating peace when possible and unleashing devastating shadowcraft when required. 7. Notable Shadowborn figures. 1. Lysandra Nightweaver, founder, visionary, and wielder of the first Umbral Flame. 2. Seraphine Blackwell, a High Sister known for forging the Bloodbound Treaty with the Third Vampire King. 3. Moriva the Twilight Veiled, the current Shadow Matriarch, wise, unreadable, and rumored to commune directly with shadow gods. 4. Valor the Undying, the first Vampire King, whose bond with Lysandra shaped the kingdom's fate. 8. Rituals and Rites of the Sisterhood. Their rituals are sacred, dangerous, and deeply symbolic. 1. Rite of the First Shadow, performed at adolescence, binding a novice's soul to the Shadow Realm. 2. The Bloodlink Ceremony, a mutual exchange of energy between a witch and a sworn vampire ally. 3. Eclipse Vigil, a kingdom-wide ritual ensuring that the blood eclipse does not break the veil. 4. The Matriarch's Trial, a grueling test of shadow mastery, requiring the chosen witch to survive 3 nights in the veil without losing her identity. 9. Philosophy and Code of the Shadowborn. Their primary belief: shadow is not evil. Shadow reveals truth by swallowing illusion. Their values include discipline, protection of the innocent, balance between realms, preservation of ancient knowledge, loyalty to coven and kingdom. Contrary to many legends, Shadowborn witches do not serve darkness, they command it. X. The legacy of the Shadowborn sisters. The Shadowborn sisters embody the delicate equilibrium between witchcraft and vampiric sovereignty. Their magic sustains the kingdom, their wisdom guides its rulers, their shadows guard its secrets. Without them, the vampire kingdom would collapse into bloodshed, or be consumed by the very forces it draws power from. Their story is one of resilience, ancient alliances, and the unending pursuit of understanding the mysteries of darkness. Whether revered or feared, one truth is undeniable. Thank you for stepping into the shadowed realm of the vampire kingdom and uncovering the power of the Shadowborn sisters. If their secrets, rituals, and forbidden bonds intrigue you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this journey with fellow seekers of the arcane. Your support helps keep these dark stories alive. Drop your thoughts or theories in the comments. What part of their legacy captivated you most? Until our next descent into the unknown, stay curious, stay brave, and remember, in the world of witches and vampires, the shadows are always watching.